Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am scrapbooking with my How to Kill a Kit with style for the month of November. I'm going to be scrapbooking this photo where I hit 25,000 miles on my car. I also pulled out a cut file to use, which is amazing because I haven't used a cut file in a very long time. And of course I still have this large chipboard word to use. So let's see what I can do. Now guys, this is the first time I have used a cut file in a good while. For the longest time I was using them on the regular, but then I just got away from it a little bit, and I think I'm going to try to start using them again. We'll see. We'll see. I've really got to be in the mood for it. Now, this is a white cut file, and that large word is a white chipboard word. And I wanted that pop, and I really think that it does pop against this tone-on-tone teal diamond paper. Now I did trim off a little bit on each side of the diamond paper, and I did that because I wanted to kind of contain my layout. So with the stars kind of doing their cascadey thing, without that border there, it just felt like the layout was just going off into, space, going off out everywhere. And I just felt like I needed to kind of hug it and bring it in a little bit, just bring it in. And I did that with that white border. So I did grab some scraps and scraps. You guys see the size of my scraps, right? Scraps and some 6x8 papers. And I'm just going to go ahead and double mat the photo. I did cut down the photo into a 4x4 square, and I like it. I like the 4x4 square. As you can see, I hit 25,000 miles in my car, and I was going 0 miles an hour. So there you go, being safe when I snapped that photo. I did hear about it from a couple of people when I took my 222 mile photo, and I was going 22 miles an hour, and rightly so. I should have heard about it. You should not photograph while you're driving. It's not safe, guys. Don't do it. I did dump out my florals, and I grabbed my gold brads because I knew I wanted to bring in flowers. And I think it's totally cool if you combine flowers and stars or hearts, any of those basic shapes, circles, squares. You want to combine any of the shapes, just do it. Like, do your thing. Do what you want. Now, I've decided that I'm going to jazz up my cut file a little bit. Now, originally, when I pulled out the flowers, I was thinking I was actually going to put flowers over top of some of the stars and have star flowers, but I quickly nixed that idea, so that did not happen. Did not happen whatsoever. I did get some of my gold glittery sequins from Brutus Monroe. These are probably my favorite kind of sequins in the whole world. They're like glitter sequins. On one side, they're a little bit matte. On the other side, they are very glittery. And it's just my favorite kind of sequin in the world. There's been a couple Spiegel Mom scrap sequin mixes as well that have these type of sequins in them. And I'm just like, yes, give me all of them. So I did trace it and used my Nuvo Deluxe glue and my crystal katana to go ahead and get the sequins down. I also backed one of the stars with the same paper that I matted my photo on, and I didn't show you that, guys. 2 reasons. 1, because you've seen me back cut files a ton of times, and 2, I actually put it on the wrong side of the cut file and I had to peel it off, so did not show you that. But hey, I told you about it, so that's the way it goes. Now, I did take my blender brush that I use with my pink inks, and it turned out I still had enough ink on that blender brush that I didn't even have to add any ink. So the Today is inked, and it is not evenly inked. It is not like a solid change the entire color. If I wanted to do that, I would have painted it or used my ink pad directly on the chipboard word here, but I just wanted to give it a little touch of color and a little touch of pink, because that's really all that's going on the layout is little touches of pink. Just a little bit, just a little bit to give it a little fun. Not any kind of like serious pink, any of that kind of thing. So I did the same thing down here with this other open star, where I traced the star, added some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and put my sequins down. And then I just add some more Nuvo on top of the cut file, and I'm going to place that down here as well. Now I did toy with the idea of popping the cut file up on Fun Foam, but I just decided not to. I figured that there was enough contrast between the white of the paper and the teal that it really didn't need that extra bit of lift to pop it off the page. However, I did put my photo on Fun Foam just because there's a lot of everything else on the page and the photo is just a little bit on the page. So I felt like I needed to draw your attention to it just a little bit more. Now I am using my flowers. These are Prima flowers from way back in the day, you guys. Back when Prima, I guess, started putting out these flowers. I was in a scrapbooking group and we did this big mass order, and we divided up the colors amongst the members of our group, and it was a lot of flowers. It was way more flowers than I ever thought we would use. I just remember the stress because the seller kept delaying us, and we were like, we've already paid for this. We've got all these group members that are expecting their flowers. Finally, we did get the flowers though, so that's good. And I don't have that many flowers left, and in my Kill-A-Kit this month, I pulled out 2 of the florals that I have, and my goal is to get through them, or as many as possible. I'm looking at it right now, and my yellow flowers have a good amount of yellow flowers still. But I want to obliterate the flowers. Like, I want them to go, because I have so many cool dies and stamps and things like that, that I want to start doing that instead of the paper flowers. So anyway, I am using gold brads, and they are not fancy gold brads whatsoever. I actually think these are straight up office gold brads, because again, I've had these since way back in the day. Do you guys remember when like scrapbookers discovered, oh my goodness, we can use office supplies in our scrapbooks? It was like paper clips were all the rage, the key tags, the silver like rimmed key tags, and all like office and stationery supplies we were throwing in our scrapbooks. So I still have some of those, and I just made sure to really just not be so concerned with how large the brad was, because normally I would use a smaller size brad while I was putting on these flowers, but the pops of gold are good, so I'm not worried about it. Now this one floral I want it to have over top of my photo mat, but remember my photo mat is popped up on some Fun Foam, so I just went ahead and added another tiny little square of Fun Foam so that the flower could stay popped up and it wouldn't kind of look like it was trying to climb up the photo mat. Now if I had enough flowers on this page, that could be a technique that you want to use where your floral would look like it's climbing up whatever you have popped up on Fun Foam. But like I said, this was not one of them. So I grabbed these gold letter thickers from my stash, and I just put in 25K, and I just space out the 25 and the K a little bit more than I normally would, just because it just looked a little funky when it was totally close together. So I just wanted to change that. Now, I thought about using some of that washi tape, but it didn't make it on there. So that's still there. There it is, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see more cut file videos, or if it's not your jam, or if you love them, or whatever you want to talk to me about. Leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again real soon for another video.